So, for our first interview today, we will be interviewing my boss, Mr. Craig Zorn, who I work for at the Middletown and Middletown Police Station's IT department.
So can you tell me about how you met Cooper?
Cooper was introduced to me through Councilman Rob Stout as a candidate for an intern position for summer help. And Cooper came in and interviewed with me to work with us in the IT department, pick up some skill sets as his interest resides in computer science. So Cooper worked with us after that time to help deploy some projects that we had.
What traits do you believe are required to be successful in computer science?
In computer science, it's a multidiscipline. You need to be able to have a strong skill set, obviously related to technical terms and problems, but you also need to be very detail-oriented. You need to have a very strong organization structure. And one thing that a lot of people miss is good communication. We have to work in a team in computer science. Things don't happen in a vacuum, and we need to be able to work with our teammates and colleagues, and we need to facilitate this work through good communication.
What steps has Cooper taken to acquire these traits?
Cooper has grown a lot over the time that I've known him over the last few years. He has developed a skill set that was stronger than when I first met him. He's gained more experience in the IT field, taking care of some projects for us. He's been very helpful in the IT department in accomplishing our goals during the time that he was working with us. He's continued to grow. He's continued to extend his education. I've worked with Cooper in the Cyber Patriots program, where he's expanded his knowledge outside of the desktop computer to include more of a global view, including networking and the infrastructure that supports the network.
Can you name me some specific projects that Cooper worked on?
Cooper helped us in a desktop refresh project where we needed Cooper to come in, and we provided him all the parts. The PCs themselves were a very small form factor Intel NUC, which required the use of M2 SSD drives, in addition to the RAM installation, the mounting of the computer. So Cooper had to go through the entire assembly of the computer, including the deployment of pre-staged images used in a corporate environment. Additionally, Cooper helped us with the police department. We had a large project going on there that included their fleet of vehicles to upgrade them to the new Axon body camera systems and fleet vehicle systems that integrated together. So Cooper helped in this project to get the equipment in place, to get the vendors scheduled to come on site, and then he also created a spreadsheet that we used for tracking, demonstrating, again, a very important organizational skill.
Aside from these bigger projects, what little day-to-day functions did Cooper help with?
So during the time that Cooper was here, we were doing a phone convergence. So we were moving from a digital PBX to our VoIP phone system. So as part of these tasks, we needed to rewire desktops and reorganize desktop computers. So as part of his day-to-day tasks, he would handle tickets for us that included printers, but he would also fall back to the work that we needed done to complete the smaller project, which was to rewire the desktops to include the phone system and to provide proper wiring. So normally Cooper would handle day-to-day activities that included tickets that could be a add, move, change, break, fix of a printer, a desktop, a piece of software, or a rewiring of a desktop computer to include the new phone system.
Tell us about when Cooper approached you to help initiate the Cyber Patriots program at MOT Charter.
So Cooper had been working with me for some time throughout the summer, and as the summer was coming to an end and the new school year was starting, he approached me and asked if I would be interested in being a coach for his Cyber Patriots team. Initially that was our plan, but through some work on getting me set up to be his coach, we found that it needed to go through his school. And so therefore I was able to integrate with Cooper and his school to be a mentor for the Cyber Patriots program. It was through Cooper's initiative and asking me that I was able to get involved and help them as a group to be more successful. It was my privilege and honor to work with him and to be asked to help him with that.
Why do you think that Cooper deserves this scholarship?
I found Cooper to be a hardworking young man. He's very cordial. He's respectful. He communicates well. As I mentioned, he kept a spreadsheet that kept things organized as we worked through a project. Another project that I didn't mention Cooper helped us on was organizing our cell phones, all the phone numbers and who was assigned to them and where they stood so that we could provide more accurate billing forecasting for the accounts payable department. So through the experience that I've seen with Cooper and as I've seen him grow as a technician and as a young man, he's continued to hold a high moral being, and he's been a very hard worker that has kept his work organized, and he's communicated well to me throughout all projects and tasks that he's worked on. I find Cooper to be an exemplary person and would be I think that he's very deserving of a scholarship to increase his education and his skill set and become an IT professional.
For the next interview today, we'll be interviewing my computer science teacher, Miss Mooney, as both my academic instructor and my Cyber Patriots coach.
Tell us about when Cooper approached you to help initiate the Cyber Patriots program at MOT Charter.
Cyber Patriots is offered by the Air Force as an out-of-school, after-school activity, and Cooper and a number of other students have come forward letting me know about Cyber Patriots, along with Dr. Yuffie with Wilmington University, and kind of pushed through administration for approval for it to be an activity here, an after-school activity.
How has Cyber Patriots helped students like Cooper at MOT?
Well, especially if you are interested in cyber information security, you're going to be needing that background. So they learned Cisco techniques, Windows, both 8.1 through 10, in terms of how to protect it from hackers, black hat hackers. So they don't hack, they protect.
Tell us about Cooper and his leadership role in the Cyber Patriot.
Well, we have a program because he went through up from getting permission from finding an advisor, as well as having the head of school provide funding for it. It's not that we are ever not going to fund, not going to have Cyber Patriots. It's a matter of getting the funding to back it up. You need computers, network, and things of that nature. And so going through to the head of school helped a lot, moving that forward.
And what does Cooper do as a leader in the Cyber Patriots?
Well, he's the head of his team, so he's the one making sure that everyone shows up on time, provide that information, and just make sure that they're on track and they're doing the best that they can. Because they have to work as a team.
Has the popularity of the Cyber Patriots program led to the development of a potential cybersecurity course?
We have elements of that in our senior year, but at this point here, this is only our 5th year of existence, and so the computer science is always going to be evolving, but I would like to see that be part of it. I would like to see Cyber Patriots go beyond just 3 small teams. I would like to see it much larger than that. And right now, it's only drawing people who have an awareness of it because they are interested in computer science, and that's not all that's needed. Many students are turned off because they don't have language skills. So computer science is a combination of art, science, language, as well as mathematical skills. And for most students, they're somewhat intimidated because of the math and the language barriers. Whereas cybersecurity depends less on foreign languages such as Java and Python, and more on just in terms of thinking outside the box in terms of where there might be vulnerabilities that could be exploited.
And why do you believe that Cooper deserves this scholarship?
Because we wouldn't have the program we have today if it weren't for Cooper. We went from having, I think, 4 students working out of their home on this to having 3 teams, fully funded, fully developed. So we had 6 plus 2 backups for each one of the teams, which is pretty good growth for a very young school with limited funds in an environment where we're all still trying to develop the best computer science field that we can. So Cyber Patriots certainly has promoted that. So once Cooper leaves, Cyber Patriots will still be here after he leaves.
If you could describe Cooper Unruh in one sentence, what would that sentence be?
That's a tough question. Cooper has a lot of positive traits. I would describe Cooper as hardworking, diligent, and respectful.
And do you have anything else that you would like to add?
I think he would. The investment of the scholarship would be well worth it. You're going to get your money out of him during that experience, and long afterwards. He's a good investment.